Tip around looks good. Just another 10 minutes or so, I think. What'd I miss?
Pete was just about to ruin any chances of marrying Grace by explaining why he thinks her dad is the killer.
Grace, this is really hard for me, but I'm an investigative journalist. So, like everyone else, I started with a motive. Yours was easy, sir, because you just keep on repeating it over and over again. More than anything, you want to keep Grace safe, and as far as you're concerned, the most dangerous thing in her life is Kappa Kappa Tau. Now, you begged her not to join, but she didn't listen. So you had to find another way to keep her from becoming a sister. And what was the best way to do that? To get Dean Munch to shut down the house. And so you started killing sisters left and right until she did, but you didn't count on the small fact that Dean Munch over here is such a cold-hearted bitch. Sorry, I'm not sorry. And the body count just kept rising and rising until you finally got her to surrender and shut the place down.
I could have just pulled her out of school. Or hell, even burned the house down before I would even consider killing people.
Well, you certainly had the inside information to pull it off. At least when it came to Roger and Sam. See, I was looking over some of Kappa's yearbooks from the time of the bathtub incident, and I came across something both interesting and deeply disturbing. Your freshman year, Mr. Gardner, Kappa had a special night called the Secret Kappa Tunnel Rager, in which they brought down kegs into the secret Kappa tunnels, and they did a huge party. Well, there's pictures from that night in the party. Please, take a look at who was there.
Oh, wow. How could such a stud evolve from a boy who was so clearly a douche?
So you're saying if he knew about the tunnel, then he could have snuck into the house the night we were all locked in?
Yeah. Oh, please, look, I was so bombed at that party. I mean, I remember I puked while I was making out with some girl, but there is no way that I could have found my way back down there 20 minutes later, let alone 20 years.
No, that wasn't enough for me either, so I kept on digging. See, I couldn't figure out how the bodies in the meat locker just kept disappearing. So I tapped into the secret camera Chanel had installed all over the house. And you, sir, are in the footage.
Dad, why would you do that?
This is really embarrassing. But I started the paleo diet because I'm back on the dating scene now, and I wanted to lose some weight. But I'm on a teacher's salary, and I can't afford meat, and that freezer, it's got chicken, burgers, ribs, there's whole sides of beef just hanging on hooks, and you girls don't even eat, so I figured I'd just make sure that none of it went to waste. I'll return it. But I never saw a body down there.
I actually have noticed you leaning out a bit. You look good.
Paleo diet, it works. Paleo.
None of that prepared me for what I discovered next. You see, I'm buddies with the county coroner. Him and my brother used to sell illegal fireworks in high school. I bribed him with a bag of weed to get some of Boone's hair. This is the part I'm kind of ashamed of.
Wait a minute, there's a part other than bribing a government official with drugs so that you can steal the hair of a dead man that you're ashamed of?
Well, I kind of snuck into Mr. Gardner's apartment to get some hair from his brush, and I have a friend who works at the Maury show, and I got him to run a quickie DNA test, and I'm sorry to say, Mr. Gardner, but you are the father.
What? I'm sorry, my dad is Boone's father?
Oh my God.
Dad!
Honey, Grace, I swear I had no idea. I mean, it's not out of the question. I was a bit of a man slut back in the day, and it was the 90s, so nobody wore condoms.
Trust me.
Which probably means you're also the father of the other baby in the bathtub. I'm sorry, Mr. Gardner, but this is what they call an orgy of evidence. I'm obligated to take you to the police.
Oh my God.